mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Ready. 59. Mike 59. Come on, D. Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Too easy, too easy.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 2-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Matchbox lights.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
From the gun, Eason. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 21 yards there on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Got it.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
Hey, exit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And Diggs has it. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
2nd and 7. At their 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Slam.
Hard.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On third down, Eason. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and 5. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Don't say no.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Bravo.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man, it's Allen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off the play fake. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Charlie.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason going deep for Hupp and got his man complete. A gain of 37. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that can spark a big burst right here.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 25-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Joe Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Off play action. Eason. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
On 3rd down, Mixon. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Alpha. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check it back.
6-6. Pull it high.
51, Mike, 51.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Eason. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Greystone, Travis. Hey, Echo. Now.
From the gun, Eason. And Jennings has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Off the play fake. Eason. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here I come. Here I come.
General West.
Watch the twins.
Hey, Zoo.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Looking to throw. Eason toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
X3, 218, chopper.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Hey, Haywood.
Come get
Go.
2nd and 9 now. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Now 3rd and goal.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Eason. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Trubisky will throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Here we go. Check. Lucky. Bang. Hey, 18. Red.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Again, it's Trubisky. This is caught. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Eason, left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Slam. 80 weapons.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And this is incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Off play action. Eason. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Joker.
And And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now Trubisky to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason, he gets it to James White. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down now. It's White, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason, he gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Got it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight end right.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Eason. And Diggs has it. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let him know.
Five.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, and he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
New England on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
I smell fear in that office. You draw Corker. Check. Go. Ready.
From the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
29-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Trubisky. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
First down, Kansas City.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action with Trubisky. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
First down, Chiefs.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I'm up to see.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, 180! You ain't going nowhere. Kill. Lock in.
This is Mixon. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Get up! 180! Hey, defense, let's go!
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote.
It's a loss of a yard.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They've thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for New England, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll be off.